ladies, TamikiaTT here. Ooh, today is Sunday, so I'm officially, 6 days postpartum? And you see I'm driving, and I got the kid in the back seat. So, what's going on is I'm on my way to get my car serviced because on the way home, my car was acting funny transmission-wise. And, funny meaning if I stop at a light, it seemed like the car wouldn't go unless, the gears were getting stuck or something. So, I need to get it looked at ASAP. So I'm here early to drop my car off. Hopefully they can get to it today. We got a pediatrician appointment tomorrow. If they can't get to it today, then they'll just have the car, and I know, baby. They'll just have the car, and I'll just have to lift it everywhere. So anyway, I will get back with you ladies with a small update on where things are when I get home. All right. Talk to you later. Okay, ladies. I'm not home yet, but I am back in the car. Apparently, the shop here does not do transmission work, so I have to go somewhere else. They did give me a recommendation, and they're not allowed to do transmission work, actually. So they're only allowed to do flush and fills, but they're not allowed to do any transmission work. So I have to go to an AMCO, a transmission specialist place. Anyway, which of course is not open today, so I have to go tomorrow. At any rate, car seems to be fine for now. Hoping maybe we can get through or get to the pediatrician tomorrow morning, and then go to the AMCO after. Or if I'm up and at 'em early enough, maybe go to AMCO first and then come back down to the pediatrician. See how that goes, because the AMCO opens at 8. And I don't have to be at my appointment until 10. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, just to give you an update on how things are going, I ended up staying in the hospital an extra day. They had some issues with my blood pressure. Wait for this car, just in case my transmission doesn't do what I needed to do. It seems to be fine now. At any rate, I'm not even sure I had a real blood pressure issue. I mentioned in my last video that that was the issue in recovery, my blood pressure being up and down. So a couple nights later, same thing in the evening, blood pressure's up and down. The upper number is spiking to 200, sometimes more than 200. So they initiated what they call a hypertension protocol. It went all night. They were worried about me not getting enough rest, so the baby went to the nursery. He went about 5 hours without eating, and I woke up just oh, well, we want you to get some rest and you can relax and blah blah blah, while they try to get my blood pressure straight. So I sent him to the nursery. I wake up, it's 5 hours later, they still haven't can I feed my baby now? Like, go get my baby from the nursery. Like, I never really wanted him to go to the nursery to begin with, but I'm trying to let y'all figure this whole blood pressure thing out. So, sometime the next morning, my blood pressure stabilized, and that was that. So, they thought everything was good at that point, and, you know, everything was pretty much stable all day. So then the evening came around again, blood pressure started to creep again, and so now at this point it's like, okay, because I went through that the night before, they were not discharging me on day 3. I needed to get out of there. So I'm like, I'm not staying here another night. Let me tell you this, the machines often read me high, even in the doctor's office. Take it manually. So the machine was reading me high, took it manually, normal or within parameters. So she took it twice, not a mistake, within parameters. So from that point, it was take it with the machine. If it's high with the machine, take it manually. And every single time, manual would show me within parameters, even when the machine was reading me high. And I mean, when I say high, I mean my parameters are below 160. The machine would read me at 173. They would take it manually, and I would be like 138. And even the texts were like, that's really odd. Is it always this off? Yes, it's always this off. I don't know what the machines see, but they always read me high. Like, I probably don't even need blood pressure medicine. It just needs to be taken manually. It happens all the time. And, you know, I don't know. Nobody seems to know why it is, but that's what it is. So, at any rate, I was able to get discharged. And actually, like, because I was discharging like around 5 o'clock, we were back in the evening. That next blood pressure on the machine reading high, and I said, take it manually, normal within parameters. So basically, they were just noting both the machine and manual. And that's that. So I got out of there. A friend of mine brought me home. Took a little bit to get situated, and you know, we managed to make it through our first 24 hours. So we're working on our first 48 hours. We'll be 48 hours alone, completely alone. I haven't worked out a schedule or any time with the postpartum doula just yet. It is still the weekend. I didn't really want to be bothered with them on the weekend anyway. Not I don't want to say bothered, but you know, I really intended for them to kind of be around during the week. So but you know, I have the hours to use as I please. And you know, it was weird. My neighbor already has Christmas decorations out, like Christmas decorations, like a sign on the garage that says Season's Greetings, and a big old light up Christmas tree. Oh, come on, dude. You don't see me? And a big old light up Christmas tree on the front lawn. Crazy, right? It's not even Halloween and they got Christmas decorations out. So, anyway, that's what's going on. The transmission, right now, I can't afford for the car to be down. And to be honest, I can't afford to rebuild my transmission either. So hopefully it's just something they can fix that's not like too bad, and they don't have to like rebuild the whole thing, because a transmission rebuild is like at least a good $2,500, something like that. That is not money that I'm expecting to spend right now. So Hopefully it's something simple. I definitely think it's not something that can wait. So I need to get it checked out before, it just breaks down completely. And now that I have the baby, getting stuck somewhere is not what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so, I'm trying to think. So we're doing good. He's feeding well. And, we're making it. We're getting plenty of rest. I'm not exactly sleeping every time he sleeps, but I'm not like really doing anything either. I'm like watching TV or something. But I do manage to like fall asleep eventually. So, I felt like a lot tired this morning when we got up, and he was hungry, so I was pretty tired this morning, even though I did like go to sleep. So, but yeah, other than that, we're doing great. So, I am gonna pause for now, get us in the house, and then I will come back and you can see him. He might be a little drowsy because I topped him off before we left so he would remain calm in the car seat and for whatever ride, lift, or whatever that we had to take home. So he is good and content. Nice dry diaper and all that great stuff. So, so I will see you in a bit. All right. All right, ladies. I finally made it into the house. Sorry. And me and Baby G, we made it our first outing. We got all dressed up for no reason. But whatevs. I forgot to mention the carpal tunnel is still in my hands, but I've not been wearing the gloves for the most part because they've got like a metal bar in the palm part, and I always worry about, when I pet the cats, I kind of bang them with it, and so I definitely don't want to do that with him. So I've just not really been wearing the bands, but these 3 fingers on both hands still numb. Almost a week postpartum, still numb. Don't hurt. My hands don't hurt as much, but they hurt. So when I hold him, like to feed and stuff, they go a little numb because his head rests on my arm, and that creates more pressure and all of that. I will also say I got on the scale this morning. Look at that. Okay. I got on the scale this morning, and I am already pre-transfer weight. So, when I transferred his little embryo, I weighed in that day at 254.6 pounds. And this morning I weighed in at 254.6. I didn't gain a whole lot of weight throughout the pregnancy. The last couple of weeks, once the swelling kicked in, I did manage to get up to about 20 pounds heavier. So I guess that was just all fluid. I've been peeing like crazy the last 3 days or so. So 3 or 4 days. So I'm just releasing a lot. My body's just releasing a lot of fluid. So turns out, oh baby, I am back to pre-transfer weight. I am wearing a binder. They did give me a binder after the surgery. Not like right when I had the surgery, but once they took the pressure bandages off, then they put me in the binder. So I'm continuing to wear the binder all day, every day, mostly for support, especially with the getting up and getting down. But he is properly milk drunk. So he is sleeping. Yes, look at him. Yeah, we talking about you. We talking about you, Jaden. Yes. He's my little love bug. And this is, even though he was 8 pounds and measuring large, this is newborn. What he's wearing is newborn size. So the onesie and the pants, all newborn. 0 to 3, what he came in home in. I'll put a picture here of what he came home in. That is 0 to 3. He is literally swimming in it. So to be a big boy at 8 pounds, or almost 8 pounds at birth, he's still pretty small. So I guess that explains why I carried so small, is that he was still pretty small. They're just measuring him heavy, I guess. I will also say the cats have been adjusting well. They don't seem to be jealous of him or anything. They're mostly curious. They missed me quite a bit because I was gone for 4 days. So they tend to crowd me when I come home when I'm going like that. So they tend to crowd me. My mean girl, Sky, I was very surprised at her because I was feeding him and she got up on the bed with me and I didn't even realize that she was like up next to his feet, and she started sniffing like his legs and stuff. And the next thing she started doing was like rubbing her head and stuff all on his feet and legs. And since he was eating, he wasn't like kicking or anything like that. So, you know, he wasn't doing anything, but you know, she's jumped up on the bed while he's laid up on the bed. I've got the boppy lounger. So, you know, she's kind of looked at him and then went and did her thing. So no hissing, no growling. So, which is kind of what I was expecting from her. The other 2 cats, especially when he's in the bassinet, they're super curious about him. There's a little netting on the side so they can see him from the floor through that. So when he's moving around in the bassinet, you know, they tend to be very curious. I always figured that the noise level would be something they would have to adjust to. They don't seem to be incredibly frazzled when he cries. But again, he doesn't cry that much. Usually when he's hungry or soiled, or both. So, and I try to calm him down as much as I can. So, but yep, he is so far exclusively breastfed. I have not begun pumping yet. I was suggested to resist while my supply is being established, so that I don't run the risk of getting mastitis and just having too much milk. So I have resisted. I think the doula was saying like 2 weeks. I don't know that I want to wait 2 weeks to start pumping because I don't have a whole lot of time. But I guess if as long as my supply is established, I seem to have quite a bit. As you can see, this one's pretty full. He fed off of this one before we left, so that's why they're not even. But yeah. It's crazy. I have boobs now. Didn't really have boobs before, but I got boobs now. They heavy and they hurt. Like, what we talking about?
I don't know. Apparently boobs. No. Hey, fam. Oh, I got boobs now. They're heavy and they hurt. That's her tagline.
I don't know what size they are. I'm just in a breastfeeding bra. But yeah. So that's it. Just me and my little love bug and the kitties making it as best we can. It's okay, baby. Let the people see your face. Let the people see your face. You want to open your eyes? You want to open your eyes? No, he's properly milk drunk, y'all. So, yeah, my boy. That my sweet boy. Yeah. All right, ladies. So that's it for... Oh, you are not trying to feed right now. You are not. I know you're in the position, but we're not going to do that right now. But I will get going. Glad to check in with you all. It's a shame we got all dressed and again for nothing. But we will try the transmission thing again tomorrow and see how it goes. Hi, Oreo. And yeah, you sniffed the baby. Yep. So that's the other thing. I've also been making sure that I pet the cats when they come around. So, you know, when I'm holding the baby and stuff, because I don't want them to get jealous. So I show them love even while I'm holding the baby. So they don't think it's like shoe cat because I got a baby in my arms. I need them to know that the love is still there, even though I brought home a new family member. So, all right. So I'm going to go now. Sticky baby dust to all those TTC. Bye.